everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. So for this week's Cook With Me, we are making barbecue chicken flatbreads. To start off with, we are spraying our crock pot with the extra virgin olive oil spray. I use the Great Value brand. And we are going to put our chicken breast in the crock pot. I used thinly sliced chicken breast here. So I'm just placing that in there, making sure they're flat and not one on top of the other. You want to make sure that they're not piled on top of another or else it won't really cook evenly. And we are going to season. So here I am using pepper. I'm going to add some salt. I use Himalayan salt. And garlic powder, onion powder, and Italian seasoning. And now for the best part, we're going to add in our barbecue sauce. So for this one, feel free to use whichever barbecue sauce you want, but I am going to use the Stubbs Original Barbecue. They also have a sticky sweet that is just so good. It's honestly the best barbecue sauce that I have ever tried, and I've tried quite a few. I am going in with half a cup to start off with. And I noticed I wanted to add a little bit more just because I like the barbecue sauce to cover almost all of the chicken breasts. So I went in for about 2 tablespoons more, I would say. And I popped the lid back on, and we are going to set the crock pot to cook on high. Just because I didn't put it in at the time I wanted to. I was going to put it in early in the morning, but time got away from me. So I'm setting it to high for 2 hours and 30 minutes, and we're just going to check the temperature throughout. Alright, so let's check the temperature of the chicken breast in here. Let's see. Ooh, it smells so good. And that looks good. I like to check different parts of the chicken. I'm not trying to poison anybody here. Perfect. Looks like they're done. Awesome. Now that they're done, what I'm going to do next is shred up the chicken. I can just shred it up while it's in there so that way it absorbs more of the barbecue sauce. Transfer over to a bowl, and then we can assemble our flatbreads. So let's go ahead and shred up our chicken. What it looks like once you finish shredding up your chicken. And we are ready to assemble our flatbreads. Right, so we are going to start off with putting our lavish breads on a lined cookie sheet. Just as so. And as my sauce, a little trick that I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same barbecue sauce that I put in with the chicken. Excuse my baby in the background. She just finished eating some yogurt and she's a little hyper. So I'm just going to spread that sauce. Even though it's a little watery, I know it's not your typical thick sauce, but I think it'll help, and that way you're not adding additional points by adding in more barbecue sauce than you already added in with the chicken. I guess it's like chicken broth, barbecue sauce. You can call it. All right, perfect. So that's good for me. And then I will add some of the shredded chicken. have a 1/4 cup of this Kroger low moisture part skim mozzarella cheese for 3 points. So that's what I'm going to do. Just going to try and measure out. I wonder what I have left in this bag. There's a 1/4 cup. Yep. I'm going to spread this out on the flatbread. Mostly putting it in the areas where there's chicken, so that way that when the cheese melts, it holds the chicken in. Perfect. All right, now let's just pop this in the oven. Actually, before popping it into the oven, I decided to add a little bit more chicken. And now we're ready for the oven. So I sprinkled on some oregano. Feel free to add any toppings that you would like. You could always add red onion, arugula. Those are good toppings. I have IBS, so raw onion just does not settle well with me. So we're just going to leave it as is with the chicken and the mozzarella cheese. Honestly, you can do whatever it is that you want to do and it'll come out great. Here's the finished flatbread. Doesn't that look delicious? Look at half of my flatbread. So I'm going to eat this first and then I'll eat the other half.